every summer we bring together the leading scientists on the Great Barrier Reef to talk to them about both what happened in the previous summer and also what's likely to happen in the coming summer. And that's important because the summer is the peak period of time where the Great Barrier Reef is at the greatest risk. We've got the greatest risk of floods, we've got the greatest risk of marine heat waves, we've got the greatest risk of cyclones. So it's important that we gather and assess the situation and forecast what the summer is likely to bring. So not surprisingly, the main threat that we absolutely know is going to continue throughout this summer for the Great Barrier Reef is the ongoing series of crown of thorns starfish outbreaks that we have. And so it's critically important that we maintain our efforts to control that starfish. We're actually expanding our program to 7 boats as we speak, which is great. We're going to be able to have more effort out on the water in a wider variety of places, and that's really important. As far as the weather is concerned, we are fairly confident that this will be a year of relatively low cyclone and flood and rainfall activity. And we're also fairly confident that it will be a warmer than average year. It's already warmer than average out on the reef right now, not as warm as it was in the lead up to the 16 and 17 bleaching events, but still it's warm out there right now. The critical question, and the thing that we don't have a great deal of certainty about yet, is exactly how warm will it be for how long, and that's what will drive whether or not we get another bleaching event. So the sort of weather conditions that lead to a bleaching event are hot, dry, still conditions. We may get those, but it's going to be the exact weather that we get over December, January, February that will actually dictate what happens in terms of bleaching on the reef. So at the moment, we've really just got a watching brief on that. Now, obviously, as we head into the summer, we've had amazing record-breaking temperatures over the land, and the people in the country who are subject to fires and floods right now are in our thoughts and prayers. But it's not really clear what that's going to mean for the reef. Clearly, that heat in Queensland that is causing the fires is going to cause the Great Barrier Reef to get warmer, but how much warmer, how quickly, and how long will that weather last? That all remains to be seen, and that will determine what happens in terms of marine heat waves and bleaching. So it's important to remember when we think about forecasting the weather for the Great Barrier Reef, the climate of the entire planet and the Great Barrier Reef has already changed, and it is still changing. The Great Barrier Reef itself has already changed and is still changing in response to the changing climate. And so it's getting harder for scientists to be confident about predictions of the future. We're entering into uncharted territory. Almost every year is warmer than usual, and in fact that's becoming the new normal. We expect things to be warmer than usual. The question is, what will the specific weather conditions be, and will they drive us into an extreme situation that causes mass coral bleaching, or will it be like the summer of 2018, yes, warmer than usual, but not enough to cause enormous stress to the system? So just to sum up, it's important to remember that the reef is under greater pressure than it has ever been before. It is battered and bruised. It's still an amazing, beautiful, vibrant ecosystem, but it is under more pressure than ever before. And so the reef really does need us to do everything we can, both globally in terms of adopting renewable energy, reducing greenhouse gas emissions and tackling climate change, but also locally in terms of protecting our biodiversity through our marine park, in terms of improving our water quality and controlling crown of thorns starfish. So all of these things are critical to the future of the reef.